KSK Book Review, The Making of Donald Trump by Cay Johnston. Now, this book, I mean, this dude, he just went in on Trump. Now, this, of course, is years old now. I've never read this book before, but this one was back in 16. Uh, when this came out, and this man, I mean, he just really went in. It's like I've read a bunch of books on Trump and stuff about the election and all of that, but this book, he really went in. I mean, if you somebody that's that you want to find little points to pick at Trump with, this is the book. You really don't have to go nowhere else. I mean, this dude did a hell of a job going in. I mean, you could clearly see he's no fan of Trump. No fan. There's no kind of like just middle ground, or he trying to do some fair reporting. There's nothing like that. I think only one good thing he had to say about Trump in his whole book, and it was about him being and this ain't even a good thing, but a master manipulator, or good at getting people to do things, stuff like that. But I mean, he went into for example, he went into Trump's family history with his dad, and how Trump acquired the money, all of that. Family values. He went into the whole sickly child story, about the, cutting the kid out. He went into all of that. Went into Trump, making friends, not making friends. Trump University, of course, he went into that. Everything with that. His net worth, man, he went into his net worth. Now, I don't know. He really didn't say how he knew what his net worth was, or is, but he did go into his net worth, and he broke it down. He said that Trump worth a lot less. And, all this stuff is nothing new in this book. Nothing new that you haven't heard on MSNBC or CNN or social media, anything like that. Everything in here is pretty much, you've heard it already. It's nothing new I can really add. But I would say that this guy did go real deep into it. I have never read this book again before. But this guy goes in. So if you're looking for a book, this nothing new that you don't already know, especially by this book being dated in 16. But I read it because I was looking at it somewhere. I don't know if I was online or something. They were saying this was the book to get, and somehow the stuff that I was reading kind of led me to that, or watching led me to this book. So anyway, and I burned through it, and it's just nothing that you don't know, but he just gives a different perspective, and he just goes deeper into the different things with Trump and his perspective. But he just goes in. I mean, this dude just goes in on him. Yeah, he just goes in on Donald. Yeah, like I said, mainly with that whole the cutting out the kid thing, and the charities and stuff like that with Trump, and all of that. I mean, there's nothing else to say, So if anybody was thinking about getting this book, if you somebody who kind of like hearing all the dirt and stuff like that on Trump, this is it. I would say get it if you interested in getting it. Definitely he goes in. He goes way in on Trump. So if you one of those people that want to hear all that stuff, like most of the stuff you heard it, but if you want to go hear it again and go get another perspective on how deep this dude goes on it, it's worth it. It's worth buying. There you go. KSK Book Reviews.